Hi everyone and welcome to my video. So I just want to cut to the chase. My favorite moisturizer that I wanted to talk to you about today is the Mer Moisturizing Soft Cream. It is my favorite moisturizer and I hope that it's yours too, or at least you have similar feelings. And if you've never tried it, well, that's why I'm here. So let me just start off with saying that La Mer seems to be a very, how do I word this? Like this mythical brand that everyone has something to say about, whether they're bashing them because of their price or it's some legendary cream. And you either love it or you hate it. You either have resentment towards the company because it's very expensive, and every time I see a YouTube channel on La Mer, it's always discussed. So I'm here today to just kind of give you a background and my thoughts on the product and why I love the product and why I bought the product. So when you get La Mer, I'm just gonna say this. I went back and forth with La Mer for years before I actually bit the bullet and said, wow, okay, I'm going in, I'm gonna spend money on skincare. That's a big step for people to take, and I totally relate, I totally understand. I buy my own products, so I get it, you know what I mean? No one sends me anything, so like, I get going back and forth about, wow, do I want to spend $180 on an ounce of cream? So one day I was in Philadelphia with my cousin and all the La Mer was just displayed beautifully in the Sephora, and it was like, girl, here's my credit card, I'm going in. And that's what I did, and it was the best decision I've ever made. So when you get La Mer, when it's delivered to you or you buy it in store, it comes in this package. And all of the products are packaged the same way, in this green sort of like nice cardboard packaging. It's sturdy, it's not a flimsy cardboard. So when you open her up, she comes in like this little throne, and they all sit like this, and it's like this glass. I don't know if it's actual glass, but it says on the back of it, it just says pat a small amount, which is true for La Mer. You don't need that much product, between fingers and press gently into skin. Beautiful jar, beautiful packaging. So what comes next when you get it is a little spatula so you can scoop the product out. But I don't know if everybody's really into this, because I love my products so much. I love to charge them with love and energy. And I don't know if anybody's really into like crystal energy, but I am. So I actually store these crystals. I have citrine underneath my La Mer, and I actually store these little crystals. It's citrine under it to charge, because you know what? It's already so beautiful and luxurious and powerful. Let's just charge her up. When we opened her up, she has this beautiful, freshly scented cream inside. I can't describe the scent to you. It's not overpowering. So what comes in this jar is this beautiful, lightly whipped formula. I'm gonna close my jar because I don't like to keep my products open and exposed to air for long periods of time. So here's the cream. I'm gonna apply it on the back of my hand so you can see it. And I apologize if I'm looking in my monitor. And I'm just gonna rub it in for you. And you see how it goes translucent? At this point, from patting it on, what I would do with my fingertips, what I normally do with my fingertips is I rub it in like this, and I just pat it all into my face. And I usually, when it's like a night routine, I'm going like this, and I just bring it around my eyes. Any excess, I'm bringing down my neck. Okay, and if I still have excess, which you kind of always do, I'm putting it on the back of my hands, because guess what? We never waste La Mer. So about this cream, it's a step down, not down, what I mean is in terms of quality, but you have the original cream, which is heavier. And then you have the soft cream, which is a little easier to apply, meaning you could warm it up into your fingertips, which you're supposed to with all La Mer products, and smooth it over your face. So that's the difference with this cream, is applying it. When you have the original cream, you pat it. It's crucial that you pat. This one you could kind of smooth over your face more. With all La Mer products, I tend to pat the same way as I do the original cream, because it just seems like all La Mer products just benefit you so much more when you're patting it into your skin. And I'm closing my eyes because it's just, I'm going into this like seek help world. When I was going back and forth whether I wanted to purchase La Mer or not, it has like the coolest background story of all time when it comes to skincare. And like, you don't think skincare could be like that. Like what, it's a jar of cream. Like what could be the history of La Mer? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Back in 1965 was when the original cream was created. The original creme de la mer. Cream of the sea. And it was created by a man named Maximilian Huber, who was an astrophysicist who suffered severe chemical burns at some point in his life. Well, his face was, something happened to his face. So his goal in life was to create a cream that was going to heal his face. What's interesting about him is he was so confident in his cream. He wanted a cream that was, from what I could read, he created a cream that was edible. He would put it all over his face. He would put it in his food. He would even put it in his eyes. I don't recommend you doing that at this point, because in 1991, Max Huber passed away. What happened was Estee Lauder purchased the company off of his daughter, I believe, daughter or sister. When they purchased the company from them, the only thing they had was his labs that I believe were in like a basement, and they had really nothing to go off of other than what was present in the basement. So they started working with his products, going through all his old notes, and what was found was the recipe to the original creme de la mer. So they were just going back and forth trying to get this perfective to reintroduce to the public, and they just couldn't get it right. So what I read was the owner of Estee Lauder, or somebody in Estee Lauder, hired a medium to actually contact Max Huber from the dead to ask them what their missing ingredients were. And that obviously sparked great controversy, but from what I'm reading, it's a true story, and that's how far Estee Lauder went to get this cream right. So at this point, what they figured out was they also bioferment the sea kelp. This is all based off of sea kelp. That's one of the main ingredients. And what Max Huber created was something called the miracle broth. That is at the heart of every La Mer product. It is what you're paying for, and it is supposed to be this magnificent thing. So he biofermented sea kelp. He did it in a special way. I don't know the exact details, but what Estee Lauder figured out is that he was actually playing sounds like music to the ingredients while they were fermenting. What Estee Lauder found out, and it wasn't just music, it was like a gurgling sound. What they found out was the gurgling sound was from the batch prior to this batch being made. So they would just keep replaying these gurgling sounds to help the sound waves. Listen, it gets crazy, but this is made with a lot of love and care, and the miracle broth is something that I personally love and cherish. When I applied it to my face immediately like reacted. Now, I was buying a ton of creams. I was having a lot of trouble with acne and blemishes, and I couldn't get my jawline under control, and it was just a really difficult time for me. I was trying all kinds of products, and I finally just said, you know what? I'm reading La Mer's the best. I'm buying it. And thank God I did, because my skin, it just made my face so plump, luminous, and soft like you've never felt your face be soft before. Like, I couldn't stop feeling my face that entire week, and I fell in love with this product so much that I was like, I don't want anything else on my face. I only want La Mer on my face, because that's how much this product impacted me when I applied it. My acne started clearing up. That's what La Mer was made off of. That's what the whole company's based off of, being a healer. So I thought, okay, you know what? Acne's, they're like open wounds. Maybe it can heal my acne, and it did. Now keep in mind, I get blemishes. I'm not perfect, but I believe La Mer plays a big part in making my skin the way I personally like to look at it. I don't wear makeup every day. So I do want to just point out that in the summer, I use this as a night cream because it could be quite moisturizing. So since this is a step down from the Creme de la Mer, I use this as a more of a night cream in the summer, day cream in the winter. Night in the winter, I'm using the original Creme de la Mer, so I'm like double dosing. When I first applied this to my face, I wanted no other products on my face other than La Mer. I ended up taking 5 products out of my morning and night routine. When I woke up in the morning, I would apply this at night before I went to bed. I'd wake up in the morning, I would splash water on my face. I wouldn't use cleanser because I didn't want to wipe it totally off. I'm like very connected to this jar and what's in it. I would then tone and then just apply the cream and spritz with a little mist, and I was out the door. And I'll tell you what, my face cleared up. So my final thought on La Mer, and I don't think it's a secret, I think this product is worth the money. I know it's very expensive. I wanted to point this out to you. The good thing about La Mer and Estee Lauder is they now sell it at Sephora. So, which makes things a little simpler for us to get at least a deal on. This is an ounce. It goes for about $179, $180. That's a lot of money to drop on a jar of skincare that's an ounce. You get a lot out of this product. A little goes a long way. They actually recommend you don't use that much of the product. So I get a long time out of this jar, and what this little jar has done for me, a whole skincare line couldn't do for me. I'm not gonna name the skincare line, but I spent a lot of money on one skincare line. What that line couldn't do for me, this little jar did. So I do wanna point that out to you. Second, they sell it at Sephora. You have the Rogue sales, you have the VIB sales, you have the 10% off to anybody who's not a Rogue VIB member. You could get discounts. And another thing I want to point out to you is they do sell La Mer in 0.5 ounce. I know, that sounds crazy. But again, you don't need that much of this product. So the 0.5 ounce is I think it's like $80, $85. That's a lot of money. Again, that's totally up to you if you're wanting to spend it. Because like I said, a little goes a long way, and what La Mer can do for your skin, a lot of other companies can't. And I know that's a pretty bold statement for me to make. I'm only making my statement off of past experiences. So that's from my experience. So I did just want to point that out to you, that there are ways you could get deals on luxury skincare products. Try jet.com. They always have the products there for a discounted price. Try Neiman Marcus. They sometimes have deals like 20% off on their cosmetics. So you could get your hands on La Mer at a discounted price. You know, if you want to start with the 0.5 ounce, get 20% off that. You're in more of like the Drunk Elephant, the Fresh, the Peter Thomas Roth. You're in that more of a price point, but at least you're getting your hands on some La Mer. You can try it out. I just want to basically, the reason why I'm saying this to you is that you could possibly obtain this product for a cheaper price, and I just wanted to point that out to everybody because I don't believe a lot of people do. Do I think this product is worth the price? Yes, I do. Do I think it's for everybody? Well, no. Sometimes people don't like the way the products feel on their skin. But I have a feeling that La Mer has a cult following for a reason, and I don't want to sugarcoat it. It's a great product. It is worth the money. Secondly, this product doesn't leave a sticky residue on your face. It soaks in. It's a beautiful product. It does have an odor. It does have a scent. So if you're sensitive to scented things, just be mindful of that. Everybody, that's all I really need to say about this product, other than this is my favorite product I own, and I'm super proud of it, and I'm super excited to be able to just express my love for La Mer in general, but especially the Moisturizing Soft Cream. And she's a beauty, and my hand feels great now, and now I don't even want to wash them. That's gross. Don't quote me on that. Everybody, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe, and I hope to give you more reviews, which I totally will because I'm all about this. And listen, skincare is my life. I love skincare. Please ask me any questions. Please let me know what you want to see. I had to start this one off as my first video because this is the one I'm most passionate about, and I just love it, love it, love it. And I know you will too. Everyone, thanks for subscribing, and I love you, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.